want us to look at the wisdom.
Yes.
Right, the wisdom of God. All right, but our approach it is from the land of the living. Right, the land of the living, as it relates to wisdom. Let's go to Job chapter 28. Pick it up right there from the first voice there, Shamar.
We're in Job chapter 28. We're picking up from verse 1. Surely there is a vein for the silver and a place for gold where they find it. Iron is taken out of the earth and brass is molten out of the stone.
Right, so just like it says, right? So surely there is a vein for the silver and a place for gold where they find it. You know, like you can find silver and you can find gold, right? In the place where it ought to be.
Right.
You'll be able to find it, right? Just like it says, iron is taken out of the earth. You see, and brass is molted out of the stone. Right. So in other words, he's telling you where you could go and find these things.
That's correct.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. He set it an end to darkness and searched out all perfection, the stone of darkness and the shadow of death. The flood breaketh out from the inhabitants, even the waters forgotten of the foot. They are dried up, they are gone away from men. As for the earth, out of it cometh bread.
Out of the earth cometh bread.
And under it is turned up as it were fire.
Right, so just like, under the earth, we have this core. You have a core inside the earth.
Right.
Right, and that's why it says, and under it is turned up as it were fire.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 6. The stone of it are the place of sapphires, and it had dust of gold.
Now, you see that? Now, if you want some sapphires, you got to risk your life trying to go where it says, and under it is turned up as it was fire. That's where those sapphires is.
Them sapphires.
You see? That's why you don't see much sisters walking around wearing no sapphire on her neck. Or whatever. Anyhow. Go ahead.
The stone of its place of it, the stones of it as are the place of sapphires, and it had dust of gold.
Go ahead.
There is a path which no fowl know it.
Right. So there's a path. There's a path that no fowl know it. No fowl. Go ahead. And you know what is a fowl? A bird.
A bird.
Go ahead.
And which the vulture's eye had not seen.
Man, the vultures and all ain't never seen this path. Go ahead.
The lion's whelps has not trodden it, nor the fierce lion passed by it.
Right, go ahead.
He put it forth his hand upon the rock. He overturned the mountains by the roots. He cut it out rivers among the rocks, and his eye seeth every precious thing.
Right, so the Lord's eye seeth every precious thing. Every precious thing. Go ahead.
He bindeth the floods from overflowing.
So you see that? So it's the Lord who stops the floods from overflowing. You understand? So just like how we had floods of water rushing through Haiti,
Right.
only the Lord can bind that.
That's right.
That's why no one can do anything. You can't. There's nothing you can do. You can't block that. You can't stop that. It's the Lord who actually stops that flood.
That's right.
Go ahead.
He bindeth the floods from overflowing, and the thing that is hid bringeth he forth to light.
So whatever is hid, he bring it forth to light.
My Lord.
So no matter what, like after devastation, I remember some years ago there was a hurricane, and they said that there were coffins started to surface and float.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You had the problem again?
In Andres. Yeah.
Right. Mm.
iron plating,
Right.
and something else. Yeah, the number of coffins.
Yeah.
So it's showing you what he's talking about. Anything you gotta understand. Wherever this flood could end up going, it could reveal whatever is hidden.
That's right.
But go ahead.
Verse 12. But where shall wisdom be found?
Hold on now. Question is what?
Where shall wisdom be found?
Okay, he didn't tell you how to risk your life to go see if you could find this gold, this silver,
Sapphires.
iron, and the sapphires, and all
Brass.
these things. Right? He didn't tell you that. Man, listen. But now he's asking, what is?
But where shall wisdom be found?
Where should we go and find wisdom? Go ahead.
And where is the place of understanding?
Go ahead.
Man knoweth not the price thereof.
See, man don't know the price of it. Go ahead.
Neither is it found in the land of the living. It's there. Let me read that. It's not there. These people didn't think that was there. Let me just read that again. Verse 13. Man knoweth not the price thereof. Neither is it found in the land of the living.
Neither is it found in the land of the living.
Wow.
You understand? Now that's a cool that's a cool statement.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You see, because I mean, see, in the land of the living, we have noble men and so-called wise men.
Wise men, right?
Right? Who operate with their wisdom, what the Lord calls foolishness.
Right, their wisdom.
But he calls their wisdom foolishness. But the wisdom that cometh from God, you are not going to find it in the land of the living. In the land of the living, you could find sapphire, but it's some risk to get it.
Yeah.
You could find gold and silver, iron, and brass and all those things. You could find hidden things after a flood and everything, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
But you can't find wisdom,
No.
nor understanding. Because it does not dwell in the land of the living. You don't get wisdom from the land of the living.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. The depths say it is not in me.
Right? See that? Even the depths. The depths would say, listen, bro, it ain't here. Any depth you go to, it would say, it ain't here. Go ahead.
And the sea say it.
What does he say?
It is not with me.
Man, even the sea. You got them those Marines who trying to see if they could get to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Man, listen, and I'm telling you, it ain't here.
Wisdom ain't there.
The wisdom ain't here. In other words, go into the depths of the ocean and so forth and seeing this and seeing that or whatever does not make you wise.
That's right.
Whatever you found out in the earth, wherever you dig, you drill, or wherever, whatever you've been doing, that does not make you wise.
Right.
But these are the people who get the rewards. These are the people who we got these people who doing this research, trying to look for dinosaur bones and all these kind of things, right? But these people are esteemed as noble people.
Noble, wise.
But the earth, the depths, and all that is telling you,
The wisdom.
it ain't here.
Yeah.
It ain't here.
No.
Be careful when you have the stamp of approval for man, and man say you wise.
Yeah.
Be careful. They got these. They have these awards where they, where they give to certain characters to, I guess, to award them for their wisdom and so forth.
Right.
It's all good and fine.
Yeah, of course.
Nobel Peace Prize.
Right. But their wisdom came from the earth, from the land of the living.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
So you have the depth.
Depths say it is not in me.
Go ahead.
And the sea say it is not with me.
It ain't with me.
Yeah. It cannot be gotten for gold.
It cannot what?
Be gotten for gold.
So it cannot be gotten for gold. In other words, you cannot get wisdom. With all the wealth you want to pile up. They got these wealthy elites right now been stocking up on gold. I talking about stocking up on gold and all that for whatever reason. But it says it cannot be gotten for gold. You can't get wisdom for gold. Ain't no trading
Nope.
off.
Nope.
Renel. You see that?
No.
Go ahead.
Neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof.
You see that? So silver don't even stand a chance. I mean, even in get weight.
My Lord.
Even in get weight in this one.
I tell you.
Go ahead.
Verse 16. It cannot be valued with the gold of Ophir,
Right? So it cannot be valued with it. Go ahead.
with the precious onyx or the sapphire.
Or the sapphire,
The gold and the crystal cannot equal it.
the gold and crystal. What? Listen, and these are the things when our eyes catch it, we go after it. You know, we have persons who would do almost anything to get a piece of whatever this is around their wrist,
Yeah.
neck, and their safe or whatever. You know, we do anything to get our bank accounts fat,
Right.
loaded, or whatever.
Yeah.
Do anything for it, right? But none of these things can grab hold of wisdom and get it for you.
right.
Purchase it for you. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 17. The gold and the crystal cannot equal it, and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels or jewels of fine gold.
Right, so there's no exchange. You cannot exchange it with none of these elements. Go ahead.
No mention shall be made of coral
Listen, we ain't be talking about no coral.
or of pearls.
You know, like what they talking about this, the Nagarite and all that. Listen, ain't talking about none of them things. Ain't none of them things is gonna come up. Go ahead.
Of pearls,
All pearls.
for the price of wisdom is above rubies.
Hold on now. So the price of what?
Wisdom is above rubies.
The price of wisdom is above rubies.
The topaz of Ethiopia shall not equal it. Neither shall it be valued with pure gold.
Neither shall it be valued with what?
Pure gold.
Go ahead.
Whence then cometh wisdom?
So where it comes from then? How do you get wisdom? Go ahead.
And where is the place of understanding?
Where is this place of understanding?
Seeing it is hid from the eyes of all living.
It is hid. It is hid from what?
The eyes of all living.
Let me give an example. This an example. You know, we use our eyes. We use our eyes to determine to make all type of decisions. You know, I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, we do.
It's not wrong, but here's the deal. Just say a guy is looking for a wife, but what he wants for a wife is what satisfies
His eyes.
his eyes.
Right.
But like a blind man would say, "Listen, I don't want to be alone.
Right.
I want a wife."
Right.
Can his eyes help him?
No.
But if he get a wife, would he be satisfied? He can get satisfaction from his wife
Right.
simply without the help of his eyes.
That's right.
Today, our eyes determine who can be a wife and who can be a husband.
Right.
Our eyes. Our eyes. Now remember now, we're talking about wisdom, right? From the line of living perspective. And verse 18, I want you to read that again.
Verse 18. No mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies.
The price of wisdom, it is above rubies. Let's get Proverb. Let's go Proverb chapter 31. You got it. You got it. You got it. Let's get that.
Yeah.
Proverb chapter 31. Right? And I want you to read it from verse 1, Jason. I want to show you something.
All right. Proverbs 31, taken from verse 1, the words of the king Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
The prophecy that what?
His mother taught him.
You see the prophecy, who taught him this?
His mother.
His mother, his mother, his mother, his mother. The prophecy that is what?
Mother taught him.
Now, you got to understand what the scripture is talking about. So, this is the prophecy that his mother taught him. Go ahead.
What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows.
Go ahead.
Give not thy strength unto women.
So, he said, do not give your strength unto what?
Women,
Go ahead.
nor thy ways to that which destroyed kings.
Don't give your ways to that which destroyed kings either. Go ahead.
It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine,
Right. So, it's not for kings to drink wine,
nor for princes strong drink,
nor princes to strong drink. Go ahead.
lest they drink and forget the law,
Right. So, lest ye drink and ye forget the law. Go ahead.
and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted.
Right, because see, now this is what his mother, the prophecy which she was teaching him. Right? Lest he pervert the judgment of any of the what?
The afflicted.
The afflicted. Because see, listen, in life it's easy to always help out those who don't really need help.
Yeah.
But pass over the afflicted. Just like Christ was saying to the Pharisees, just like he said to them, yeah, you tithe mint, rue, and all manner of herbs, right? But you pass over judgment.
Judgment,
And the
yeah.
love.
And the love of God,
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
right? So Lemuel's mother is teaching him this prophecy. But go ahead.
Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish.
Now, remember now, when Christ is talking about the drink, you remember what he's talking about as it relates to drink. You remember it talks about the wine, the new wine, and we got the old wine,
That's right.
right? Well, we ain't gonna break that down. Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. And wine unto those that be of heavy hearts.
Go ahead.
Let him drink and forget his poverty,
Let him drink and forget his poverty
and remember
boy.
his misery no more.
and remember his misery no more. Go ahead.
Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction.
So she's telling him, open thy mouth for the who?
For the dumb.
For the dumb, in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Who's pleading the cause? Who's pleading the cause of the afflicted, of the poor, of the fatherless? Who's pleading their cause? Go ahead.
Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy.
You see that? We must plead the cause of the what?
The poor and needy.
No, plead the cause of our need.
No.
No.
You see that? Go ahead.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
You see, now you got to understand now, when the scriptures is talking about this woman, what is it talking about?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Now, why the Lord put woman on the same part as wisdom? When he's teaching, when the Lord is teaching about wisdom, you know, the Lord uses these things so it can help us understand.
Right.
You know, like there are many brothers. There are many brothers today who have a female in their life, be it their mother, their grandmother, could be their aunt, their sister, or their mother, or their wife. Listen, there are many males who got these females in their life, right? But just like this woman, she is the mother to Lemuel. Lemuel is a king.
Right.
right? And she's breaking down this prophecy to him. Now, the thing is, this is what wisdom does. In other words, this is the character. This is a natural characteristic of a virtuous woman.
Right.
A virtuous woman represents wisdom to the fullest.
Right,
That's why no matter what it is, every time a woman opens her mouth, wisdom is always supposed to come out. No matter. Wisdom is always supposed to come out of the mouth of a woman.
Right.
Because this is the only comparison toward wisdom that the Lord uses to teach for us to learn wisdom.
Right.
He uses this woman. That's why he says, who can do it?
Who can find a virtuous woman?
He didn't say who can find a wife. He didn't say who can find a woman who they like.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
No.
He's talking about who can find this virtuous woman. Remember in Job 28, he said where you could go and find silver, gold,
Like gold, iron,
right?
iron,
Find
bronze,
Right.
sapphire.
Right.
He wouldn't even mention pearl and
Right,
coral.
right, exactly.
But he tell you where it is.
But when it come down to wisdom and the understanding, he said, man, listen, it cannot be found in the land of the living. Man, to prove it, even the depths say, it ain't here. Disease say, it ain't in me.
It ain't in me. My Lord.
Go ahead.
Continue.
Hold on.
Intuition. If that's the words where we say when's the wisdom of women.
When we say the wisdom,
Let me say a woman intuition.
well, the thing is,
Things you could just
well,
Pick up a.
well, the thing is this. The way a woman, when the Lord designed the woman, is really, he was really thinking about wisdom in itself. In other words, that's what he gave the man. That's the only thing a man needs. Wisdom. That's why he gave the man the woman. The woman, she is the physical representation
Of the wisdom.
of wisdom.
That's right.
Not when you see a female, she is the physical representation of. But when the Lord created the woman, he was creating the physical characteristic of wisdom.
All right. You have a question over there?
Especially if you keep in them laws.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Especially if it's a woman after your own heart.
right,
Yeah, yeah.
Listen to that one.
yeah.
If you know the woman only gets her best interest and she has the word and all that, why fight her?
Yeah.
All right. So read that again. Verse 10.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Her price is what?
Far above rubies.
Her price is far above rubies. That's the exact same thing what he said about wisdom.
Yep.
You understand?
Yeah.
So you gotta understand. That's why the teachings with the Lord have in the scriptures for women are totally different
Yeah.
for what he have for men.
That's right.
Because a woman, she represents that she like her built, her embodiment
Yeah, she embodied that.
is wisdom. So she have to be taught the characteristics in what she's supposed to be operating in.
Right.
Or else, if a woman is not wise, if she does not have wisdom, when she is given to a man or whatsoever, because the only thing a man really needs is wisdom. So you can imagine the man say, I got something. End of the day, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. It found out the right.
Yeah.
Because see, he needs wisdom.
That's right.
Okay? But go ahead.
The heart of a husband doth safely trust in her.
The heart of a husband do what?
Yeah.
Safely trust in her.
Safely.
now.
Safely.
See it now.
Not doubting.
Yeah.
Safely. Listen,
So you can see it.
you got and listen, and this ain't nothing against the women in particular, but here's the deal, and I'm sure women say the same thing too. But the thing is, there are many brothers who are skeptical, you know, when it come down to say, well, marriage. Because see, the thing is, the reason why, like a lot of guys will tell you, say, the only reason I with this woman is because I like her. Like I'm attracted to her.
Yeah.
See, yeah, because see, we were using our eyes.
Yeah.
We wasn't using what the Lord say. It ain't good for a man that he should be alone. We didn't come from that aspect where we were so busy doing what the Lord told us to do. The Lord decided to say it ain't good for him to be alone. I will make him and help me suitable. Suitable. Go ahead.
The heart of her husband, thou safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
He'll have no need of spoil. Get Proverbs the 12th chapter. We come right back there.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 12. Proverbs 12. Read the 4th verse.
Proverbs 12 and verse 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband.
Read it again.
A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband.
Listen, that's why when he talking about these spiritual things, when he say make you kings and priests and kings and so forth,
Wow.
right? A man, listen, you ain't no king. You ain't no king without that crown.
No.
Listen, even Christ had to be crowned.
That's right. That's right.
Christ had to get crowned. But read what that say.
A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband.
Is
a crown.
Is a crown. Without a virtuous woman, the brother is a king with no crown.
My Lord.
He's an uncrowned king. He's a clown king. You were crowned clown of all clowns, of all kings, whatever. You see that? So a virtuous woman, that's why the females have to be taught how to operate in this wisdom.
Right.
Because see, without her, all this man is a king without a crown. He's a king without a crown. So read that again.
A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband,
Go ahead.
but she that maketh ashamed is as rotten in his bones.
Rottenness in his bones.
Rottenness in his
Will you
bones.
see that? But she that make it a shame. Any, listen. Man, listen. Sometimes you have some things in life and you try to figure out like what this person possibly thinking about.
Yeah.
Like I've heard people argue and say things like this. Well, would say to the husband, right? Or the male in their life say, well, you cheat on me, that's why I cheat on you.
Yeah.
Nah, I just saying. Nah. So, but that's why it says here, but she that make it what?
Make it ashamed is as rottenness in his bones.
You see, because wisdom wasn't designed to be unwise.
No. That's a straight point.
Wisdom, listen, the way our Lord designed the woman, she was not designed by God to be unwise. Period.
Right.
That's why, listen, the man needed, that's why he said it ain't good that the man should be alone. And he's saying that a virtuous woman is a crown.
Right.
She is a crown to her husband.
Right.
You see that? She is a crown to her husband. Okay? Get the 18th chapter. Get 22.
22. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
Listen, you find a wife, you do what?
Find
a good thing.
You find a good thing. Go ahead.
And obtaineth favor of the Lord.
And you obtain favor of the Lord. You obtain this favor of the Lord. You see that?
Yeah.
Get Proverbs the 19th chapter. Read the 14th verse.
Proverbs 19 and verse 14. House and riches are inheritance of fathers,
House and riches, they are inheritance of fathers.
and
And a?
and a prudent wife,
And a what?
and a prudent wife.
What is prudent? Wise.
Wise
Wise. And a prudent wife.
is from the Lord.
You see that? So an unwise woman ain't from God. Brothers walk around. You listen. You listen. Man, read that again. Read that again.
House and riches are the inheritance of fathers.
Right, so that's natural. That's natural. In other words, they are the inheritance of fathers, right? Go ahead.
And a prudent wife.
But see that? But a prudent wife, in other words, Jason could build 80 houses. He could build a whole empire and all that, right? And they'll say, oh yeah, man, that's Jason. That's Jason property and all that stuff and everything like that. So everything would go, all that credit go to him, right? For them same things, or the tsunami could come and knock right down, right?
Right done. That's
Go
right.
ahead.
A prudent wife is from the Lord.
And a what?
And a prudent wife is from the Lord.
But a prudent wife is from the Lord. Now, who taking credit for that?
The Lord.
You see that? Only the Lord could take credit for that. So the brother can't take credit.
No.
He can't take credit for having a wise wife. A virtuous woman. He cannot take credit for that. The Lord takes that credit. Because remember now, go back to Job 28. Go back there. Go back there. Job 28. Job chapter 28.
Uh-huh. You pick him right back up from, pick it up from 21,
Go from
verse 18.
go from 12.
From 12? Okay. From verse 12, Job chapter 28, verse 12. But where shall wisdom be found?
Where should what?
Wisdom be found.
Remember now, you could buy all the machinery which you can buy, dig up in the earth and all kind of stuff, right? You got billions of dollars worth of equipment. All that is for digging for them stuff. But in the earth, where the Lord then tell you, well, that stash over here and that stash over there.
Right,
You know,
right,
you
right.
can find that in the land of
You can
living.
find that in the land of living, yeah.
Go ahead.
And where is the place of understanding? Man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of the living.
Go ahead.
The depth saith, it is not in me.
It ain't in me.
And the sea saith, it is not with me.
Uh-huh.
It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof.
Listen, man. So when you see a sister ain't falling for a brother because he can't afford to buy her certain things or whatsoever, that's a woman, she ain't from God. Because remember now, what kind of woman is from God?
A prudent.
A prudent woman. She from God. Because remember now, we dealing with wisdom here. Wisdom, I tell you, cannot be found in the land of the living. That's why the question asks, who can find this woman? Right? Same thing being said about this wisdom.
That's right.
And it cannot be bought. If a sister could be bought,
She never yours.
all right then.
Always
She's
a
always to the
Hey, what was the what?
highest bidder.
higher bidder.
Sold to the
Highest bidder.
that time you thought that was yours. Say, yeah man, that's mine. Okay, well,
They come on the sheet, they come on
highest bidder ain't come
Highest bidder
yet.
ain't come yet.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. The depth saith, it is not in me.
In me.
And the sea saith, it is not with me.
Go ahead.
It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof.
I want y'all sisters, y'all young sisters to hear these things. Right? It cannot be purchased with anything that we consider to be precious.
That's right.
The Lord put these things in the earth for a reason, not for you to be purchased by it.
That's right.
Now we see in the scriptures, remember Isaac, Remember Isaac, Abraham sent out his servant to go and get a wife for his son. But Abraham, the father, gave that servant many precious elements.
Yeah.
And he took it, and when he found someone who actually meet the characteristics and everything of a virtuous woman, listen, he dumped all kind of precious stuff on the household.
Right.
He dumped all kind of things on the household.
Yeah.
But she wasn't bought.
No.
You understand?
Yeah.
She wasn't bought. She actually qualified.
Right.
She qualified as a virtuous woman.
Man, you gotta say that again.
She was not bought.
Okay.
She was qualified as a virtuous woman. That's why the scripture says, who can find her?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Right. Verse 15.
You hold on. You know, cause you got sisters who say, you can't afford me.
Right.
Go around and say,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't afford me.
Child, you can't afford me.
Listen, dude be like, you're right. Because that crapper just came out of your mouth. It ain't wise.
Ain't wise. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. The depth said, it is not in me, and the sea said, it is not with me.
Go ahead.
It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed but for the price thereof. It cannot be valued with the gold of Ophir, with the precious onyx or the sapphire. The gold and the crystal cannot equal it.
Right. It cannot equal it. It cannot equal it. In other words, a sister ought not to be depressed.
Come on, man.
A sister ought not to be depressed because she ain't got no jewelry.
Right?
She ought not to be depressed about that. Because
Right.
number one, it says it cannot equal it. Listen, these things are looking for wisdom. These are the things that, like it says, who can find a virtuous woman for her price? Her price.
Far.
It's far above rubies. He says far above it. So in other words, listen, if you find her, you have a good start. You have a good start. Because remember now, what all comes with wisdom now is an interesting thing.
Right.
And as we go on, we're gonna see. Go ahead.
The gold and the crystal cannot equal it,
Mm.
and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels or fine gold. Nor no mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies.
For the price of what?
Wisdom is above rubies.
Is above rubies. That's what he said about the virtuous woman, not the woman. Remember now, what woman is from God? The prudent woman.
Prudent woman.
The prudent woman, she's from the Lord. Like take for instance, right? The scripture says, give your daughter to a man of understanding.
Right.
If you fail to understand that, you give her to a devil.
Yep.
You give her to a devil. An unwise woman, she ain't from the Lord.
No.
So where's she from?
She from the devil.
The devil.
Yep.
A brother got a devil for a wife. And I for take hold on hell.
Yep.
And all kind of thing.
Yep.
You understand? Why? Because we use our eyes.
Right.
We use certain things to, and that we, measure with and so forth. This my type and that my type.
The topaz of Ethiopia shall not equal it, neither shall it be valued with pure gold.
It will not be valued with what?
Pure gold.
You see that? So in other words, ain't no match. There's no match for a virtuous woman. There's no comparison to a virtuous woman. Go ahead.
Right. Whence then cometh wisdom? And where is the place of understanding?
So where is it? Go ahead.
Seeing it is hid from the eyes of all living, and kept close from the fowl of the air. Destruction and death say, we have heard the fame thereof with our ears. God understandeth the way thereof, and he knoweth the place thereof. For he looketh to the ends of the earth. and see it under the whole heaven, to make the weight for the winds, and he weighed the waters by measure. When he made a decree for the rain, and a way for the lightning of the thunder, then did he see it, and declare it. He prepared it, yea, and searched it out. And unto man he said, Behold.
Unto man he say what?
Behold,
Uh-huh.
the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom.
Right. So this is the whole idea.
Wow.
Now when you see something, I want you to read that last verse. Read the last verse again.
Whew. And unto man he said,
And unto man he say,
Behold,
Behold.
the fear of the Lord.
Hold on now.
Mhm,
Behold. So he say to man, behold.
mhm.
Right? Okay.
Behold.
So here's the deal. When Eve was created by God, God presented the woman to the man, right?
Uh-huh.
Adam was to take on the same mindset whereas he behold the fear of the Lord.
Uh-huh.
He's supposed to stay in the fear of the Lord. But go ahead, read that again.
Verse 28. And unto man he said, Behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom.
That is wisdom.
And to depart from evil.
And to depart from what?
Evil.
Not from wisdom. Remember now, wisdom, who represents wisdom?
The woman.
The woman. So a man should not depart from,
His wife.
right.
Uh-oh.
Read that again.
And unto man he said, Behold, the fear of the
He
Lord,
said, behold the fear of the Lord.
that is wisdom.
That is wisdom. The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. So this is what also the woman represents. This wisdom, which actually is the fear of the Lord. Go ahead.
And to depart from evil.
But we must depart from
Evil.
not our wife, not our virtuous wife.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Is understanding.
You see that? So boom. So let's get First Kings. First Kings. First Kings chapter 3. Got it?
Yep.
First Kings
3.
chapter 3. Go from 1.
All right. Everybody there? Okay. And Solomon made affinity with Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and took Pharaoh's daughter and brought her into the city of David, until he had made an end of building his own house, and the house of the Lord, and the wall of Jerusalem round about. Only the people sacrificed in high places, because there was no house built unto the name of the Lord until those days. And Solomon loved the Lord,
Solomon loved the Lord,
walking in the statutes of David his father. Only he sacrificed and burned incense in high places.
Go ahead.
And the king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there, for that was the great high place. 1,000 burnt offerings did Solomon offer upon that altar. In Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night.
So the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream by night. Go ahead.
And God said, Ask what I shall give thee. And Solomon said, Thou hast shewed unto thy servant David, my father, great mercy,
So he said, you showed unto my father David great mercy.
according as he had walked before thee in truth and in righteousness, and in uprightness of heart with thee. And thou hast kept for him this great kindness, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his throne, as it is this day.
Go ahead.
And now, O Lord my God, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father, and I am but a little child.
He said, I am but a little child.
I know not how to go out or come in.
Go ahead.
And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitude. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart
Give thy servant an understanding heart.
to judge thy people,
Mm.
that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people?
Go ahead.
And the speech pleased the Lord, that Solomon had asked this thing. And God said unto him, Because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked riches for thyself,
Neither had you asked riches. You didn't have a long life. You didn't have riches. Go ahead.
nor hast asked the life of thine enemies,
Hmm.
but hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment.
But you are for understanding to discern judgment. Go ahead.
Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart.
You see that? He say, I have given you what?
A wise and an understanding heart.
He said, that's what I give you. I give you a wise and understanding heart.
So that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee.
Boom. You see that? So this is what Solomon asked for. He asked for this understanding. But the Lord said, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee.
Hold on now. Now remember now. The thing is this. He said, and I give you also what you didn't ask. Does that remind anyone of anything? Anything comes to mind? Don't have to be nothing in particular, but does anything in the scripture comes to mind? Read about again.
And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked.
Right. Anyone?
I got for me 633. Matthew 633.
Exactly.
Seek ye first the kingdom.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
And everything will be added unto
Right.
you.
You understand? So, yeah. That's it right there.
Yeah.
So read that. Read it again.
Verse 12. Behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any arise like unto thee. And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days.
Yeah. So boom.
Yep.
So now let's get Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 7. So Solomon asked for this understanding, right? Remember now, before that, he had just taken the daughter of Pharaoh,
Right.
right? He had just taken the daughter of Pharaoh. But of course, that was not a representation in terms of Solomon have a good wife.
No.
Nowhere in the scripture you can find where Solomon had a good wife.
No.
You ain't gonna find that.
No.
I mean, although David, his father, got his wife in an interesting way, she was more of a pillar to David than what all the women of Solomon were to Solomon.
That's right.
You understand?
Yep.
Man, it was even at the point where David needed wisdom about a matter, and his wife gave it to him, and he sent her away and inquire of I think it was the priest or the prophet, and the prophet said the same thing. So David had to call his wife back in, and so forth, and go along with the same plan.
My Lord.
All right. So Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Go right there from verse 25.
Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, and we're reading
Hold
from
on.
verse. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 25.
Verse 25, Ecclesiastes chapter 7. I applied mine heart to know, and to search, and to seek out wisdom, and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even of foolishness and madness.
Go ahead.
And I find more bitter than that the woman,
Hold on now.
I find more bitter than that the woman,
Right. So he found, what he found?
more bitter,
Dude.
What is more better than that? He say he find what?
the woman,
The woman. Right? So, all right. Remember now. What Solomon asked for, he did not get in the physical.
Right.
The Lord gave him a heart. He gave him a wise heart and understanding heart.
Right. Right.
Right? But he didn't have a virtuous woman.
No.
That's why it's the same guy who wrote, who can find
A virtuous
a
woman.
virtuous woman now. Because remember now, this is the wisest man of all. Because remember now, the Lord tell us in Job 28. Listen, okay, you could find gold,
Yeah.
you could find silver and all them things.
All them things.
But what is above all them things?
Wisdom.
wisdom,
Wisdom. What do you say about the woman? A virtuous woman?
the price is above
A
rules.
price.
Our price is
Far
above
above
those
these.
things.
Yep.
So remember now, Solomon had all sorts of wisdom, whereas anything as it relates to land and living, he could sort out. He could search this out and all and find it and so forth.
right.
But the thing that cometh from God, he didn't get.
No.
So he say, I find more better than that the woman. The woman. How could you have 1,000 women? How could you have 1,000? I correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
600 concubines and 900 wives? Or 300 wives.
300.
So nine.
Yeah.
600 wives and 300 concubines.
Right?
Yeah.
How could you have all this woman in your life?
Uh-huh.
And the only thing you found was bitterness. More bitter than death.
What? Oh.
Man, come on, man. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
And I find more bitter than that the woman, whose heart is snares and nets.
Whose heart is what?
Snares and nets.
That's what the brother found. That's what the brother had for woman.
Yeah.
You know, today, that's how we be joking with the thing. Say, brother say he got a wife, but he actually got a knife.
Yeah.
In other words, she's a snare. Right? A woman, listen, if she is not a virtuous woman,
That's right.
that would be a snare for a brother.
Yep.
You understand?
Yeah.
Listen, that's a snare.
He ain't wanna
Yeah.
go on.
You understand what I'm saying? But you trap. Go ahead. So the brother telling you.
On our hands as bands,
Read that verse again.
I find more bitter than that the woman, whose heart is snares and nets,
Her heart is snares and net.
on our hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
If you please God, the only way you can escape from her, you gotta do what?
Please God.
Now remember now, this is why the Lord didn't give, this is why he didn't give Adam a woman like that. That woman had to get deceived
Right.
Yeah.
for her to go off
Yeah.
or whatsoever. She had to get deceived.
Yeah.
You understand?
Hey, that's a cold scripture.
Wow.
So but the only way to escape her is to do what?
To please God.
But the brother gotta please God.
How do you do
Finish
that?
that. Wait till you finish that.
Gotta get them laws into the place.
You gotta please God. Right? You gotta please God. Matter of fact, get Proverbs, all that, get Proverbs 2. Proverbs chapter 2. Proverbs chapter 2. And get it from the, what is 17th verse, I think.
No.
No.
That's,
No, sorry, not there. Go up.
70.
Go from 7.
From 7?
Matter of fact, from before that.
Yes.
Go from 1.
Let's go for
Yeah,
one.
let's
All
just go from one, right?
right, Proverbs chapter 2, take it from verse 1. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ears unto wisdom
Mm-hmm.
and apply thine heart to understanding.
Go ahead.
Ye, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding,
Mm-hmm.
if thou seekest her as silver,
Hold on now. Hold on now. Read the verse again.
if thou seekest her,
If
as
you
sil-
seek who?
seekest her as a silver,
If you seek her.
uh-huh,
Her as what?
as silver,
You see, like in other words, you know what a man does to go and get riches. Right?
Yeah.
He said, if you seek her as silver, go ahead.
and searchest for her as for hid treasures,
Mm-hmm.
then thou shalt understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God.
You see that? Now, what is he talking about? Finding?
Wisdom.
He's talking about finding wisdom.
Wisdom.
Remember now, it's the same comparison. You can see how the Lord keep using the same comparison over and over. Go ahead.
For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
He laid up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is the buckler of them that walk it uprightly.
So it's the Lord who got this wisdom, but he say he laid it up. He laid up this thing. In other words, he got it in his possession.
Right.
Go ahead.
He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good part. When wisdom endureth into thy heart, and entered into thy heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul. Discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee.
Go ahead.
To deliver thee from the way of the evil man,
Uh-huh.
from the man that speaketh forward things,
Go ahead. So this is what it does. Go ahead.
who leaves the path of righteousness to walk in the ways of darkness,
Mm.
who rejoice to do evil and delight in
Who rejoice to do it?
who rejoice to do evil
Mm-hmm.
and delight in the frowardness of the wicked,
Go ahead.
whose ways are crooked and forward in their paths, to deliver thee from the strange woman,
To deliver thee
from the strange woman,
mm,
even from the stranger which flattereth with her words.
with her words, right? So let's go into what Solomon. Solomon, that's all Solomon ran into. He was like having accidents all over the place.
Yeah, he's that flattery tongue.
Go ahead.
Which forsaketh the guide of her youth,
What?
Yep.
which forsaketh the guide of her youth.
You see that? This is why the scriptures have to be taught early. But see, this kind of woman forsake the guide of her youth.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
exactly. And forgetteth the covenant of her God.
And she forget the covenant of her God. Now, you know, sometimes that's why you can't teach your children. You can't teach your children wait till you get 18.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that ain't in the scriptures.
No. No.
That ain't in the scriptures. I mean, what the fella named Laban. Laban had Rachel and Leah, his two daughters,
Right.
living with him. You know why they was with him? Because they wasn't married.
That's right.
And when Jacob came,
Yeah.
Jacob saw Rachel. And he liked her and he wanted to have her.
Right.
And so he went to her father and he says, yes, all good and fine. We could work out this deal.
Right.
7 years you work and so forth. And after 7 years,
She yours.
go ahead. Boom. So, but Laban had a tradition. The tradition was you
The
can't,
oldest daughter.
the oldest one got to go first.
Uh-huh.
You see? So in other words, so it ain't had nothing to do with, oh, you 18. That's why you got all kind of pollution all over the place.
Right.
Scripture says, do not what to your daughters? Do not prostitute your daughters to cause them
To be yours.
less.
Lest you
Land fell in
pollute
the
the
hall,
land.
You go all in the hall.
Yeah, let's see. And the land becomes polluted, right?
Right. See, that's what happens. Read it, say it again. Say it again. Do not.
Do not.
Prostitute thy daughter to cause her be a whore, lest the land fall to pardon and cause them be full of wickedness.
You see that? That's
correct.
exactly what happened. That's what you're reading. That's what happens. Read that. Read what voice you at. What voice you at?
That was 17, eh?
Go ahead.
Which forsaketh the guide of her youth and forgetteth the covenant of her God.
Mm-hmm.
For a house inclined unto death,
Her host, what?
inclined unto death.
So in other words, whoever make this kind of woman his wife, right?
House
you-
inclined unto
Her host
inclined unto death.
incline it unto death. And that's what you see going on all over the place. That's why we have houses where we are bringing up monsters.
Right.
We got, you see, nice children, right? Taking pictures of them. Ooh, he's so handsome. She's so cute and everything like that. Yeah, they're the next killers and hoes
Yeah.
to or whatsoever.
Right.
So showing you that this guide, we got to teach them the guide how for them not to stray away from the guide.
Right.
So read that again.
For a host inclined unto death, and her parts unto the dead.
And apart unto the dead. Unto the dead. Right? Go ahead.
Right.
None that go unto her return again.
That's why Solomon say, listen, the only way to escape from her, you gotta do what? You gotta please.
God.
You gotta please the Lord. You ain't pleasing the Lord, ain't no escaping.
No escaping that.
No.
You could call
You ain't escaper.
listen, you could call the Navy SEALs, everybody.
No way out.
Man, come get me out of this.
No.
No, you trap.
No way
Because
out.
see, and to show you trap, because you got children with her, and y'all got family together and all kind of things.
Yeah.
You trap.
Right.
Trap, buddy.
Yeah.
Drop, yeah.
Yeah, because they can say, yeah, that's your children would running up all over the place, killing all kind of people.
Yeah. My Lord.
Go ahead.
None that go unto her return again. Neither take they hold of the paths of life,
Right.
that thou mayest walk in the ways of good men.
Right. That you may see, listen, it'll be hard for a brother in this situation to walk in the ways of good men.
Right.
Go ahead.
And keep the paths of righteousness
Off the right.
Of the righteous.
of the righteous.
Right.
For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it.
Mm.
But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth,
Right.
and the transgressor shall be rooted out of it.
Right. So go back to where you was in
Ecclesiastes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's chapter 7 and 26.
All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Right. That's the one who turned away from what? What she turned away?
Turn away from her of her guide.
Right. A guide of a youth. The guide of a youth.
And forgot
You turn away from that. All right. Go ahead.
And her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her. But the sinner shall be taken by her.
The sinner will be taken by her.
That's cool.
You see? Go ahead.
Behold, this I have found, said the preacher,
This is what the preacher say.
counting one by one to find out the account.
Right. So remember now, this brother had many women. So he count one by one. Go ahead to find out the account.
Which yet my soul seeketh.
So his soul still seeking this thing. Although he got all his riches and all kinds of, he got the empire and everything like that. His soul still seeking this thing.
But I find not.
But he ain't find it. Remember now, what he say? What he say about finding? What he's looking for? He was looking for wisdom.
To seek
Right?
wisdom, yeah, searching to seek out wisdom.
Right. Go ahead.
One man among 1,000.
One man what?
One man among 1,000
So this brother, he had 1,000. One man among 1,000.
have I found. But a woman among all those have I not found.
Right. He didn't find one virtuous woman among the 1,000. Go ahead.
That's right. Lo, this only have I found, that God had made man upright.
Right. In 1 Kings chapter 3, the Lord told him, I gave you a wise and understanding heart.
That's
In
right.
other words, he said, listen, I make you to walk just like in the path by your fathers. I make you upright, Solomon. Go ahead.
But they have sought out many inventions.
So Solomon came up with all kind of different ideas and so forth. The Lord gave him a wise heart and understanding and so forth for him to make the right decisions. But Solomon went about the way of many inventions.
Right?
His own understanding.
His own understanding. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of brothers today and a lot of sisters and so forth confused about a whole lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? Simply because their own ideas.
Lean not to your own understanding.
You see that? Matter of fact, get that. Get that Proverbs chapter 3.
That's right.
Proverbs.
Son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
So you must trust in the Lord with all your heart.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
Right, that's your inventions now. Because you start going according to your own understanding.
Right.
You can invent
Mhm.
all sorts of ways to do this and do that.
That's right.
Go ahead.
In all thy ways.
What?
In all thy ways.
In all thy ways,
Acknowledge him.
acknowledge the Lord. That's musically. If you was an actor,
Lord.
if you was sing, you was dance, sexually, attire,
Man.
no matter what it is, speech, everything.
All thy ways.
He's in all thy ways. You like to climb tree, you like to swim, you like. We say acknowledge him in all your ways,
Wow. And he shall direct thy paths.
and he can direct you. In other words,
Lord.
I ain't gonna never leave you.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of persons walking around without direction.
Yeah.
No direction, no sense of direction. You know, tossed to and fro. You know what I'm saying? And that could easily happen because sure we had many times of being tossed to and fro. Coming up with us, you'll be like, man, let's go by such and such a place. I'm sure a lot of gals can be there. Right. See, because you ain't being guided.
Right.
You ain't being guided. You going by your own understanding.
Yep.
You looking for some of them Solomon
You understand? You see? That's why. Listen, I said a lot. This is why when people putting together, when they want to promote a nightclub, they always advertising ladies are gonna be free.
Right, ladies free.
And they could drink and all kind of things.
Right.
See, so the dudes would know, but that's where the ladies at.
Yeah.
That's where we going.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you can end up like Solomon.
Yep.
In this case, mine, because he say, I found one man among 1,000. Huh?
in the snares and that.
But yet still, I ain't find one woman.
yet.
I ain't find one.
Woman. Not one.
Yeah, I mean, get out.
You understand?
You be like, that's all. Calling in the trap. Calling in the trap.
That's a shame.
Can't get out.
That's a shame. All
My
right.
Lord.
Anybody get anything else to add to that? Any question? Any question?
Any questions? No? That's solid.
That was straightforward. Clear as day.
That is
That
nice.
was clear as day.
Not the wisdom is not in the land of the living.
Yeah, your wife.
Uh-huh.
Say she like.
Huh?
He said it's
I
clear as
just
day.
thought it was so funny because a few weeks ago, I was at a party for one of my cousins.
Uh-huh.
And we were outside, and this group of guys was just talking.
Right.
Right? With some older women. And I noticed that that point, that every time I hear men talk about Solomon,
Mm.
they always talk about the amount of women he had.
Right.
Mhm.
And as if it was a good thing.
Right.
You know, like that's something I should aspire.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
They never ever think about the things that he had asked for, or like the
Yeah.
scripture we read where he asked God for wisdom
An
and judgment
understanding heart.
and understanding heart, right?
Mm.
And so that was the reason why God gave him all these riches and
Right.
all the glory.
Exactly.
Not because of his his wives.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we really break it down, his wives were a great source of his issues.
Right.
From the beginning
Right.
up onto the end.
Right.
And
Right.
then he ended up being destroyed because of that same problem.
Right.
Regardless of all the wisdom that God had given him,
Uh-huh.
he could not get that one thing.
Exactly.
Yep.
Not wisdom, but the understanding
Yeah.
of the judgment
Mhm.
Right.
that he got.
Right.
He didn't get any wisdom because he just couldn't figure it out.
So he's like an uncrowned king.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
He was a
because
king
he
without a
didn't get
crown.
around. He had a thousand
he was a
women
clown.
and no
Remember? And that's a solid thing right there.
Yeah, exactly.
King without a crown.
And every man I know
Mm.
walks around all boastfully like,
Yeah.
you know, no, that's why it's okay for me to run around and
Yeah.
do this and do that because Solomon had 1,000 wives. And I'm like,
What he
you idiot.
Yeah, yeah.
Solomon missed the whole mark.
Yeah.
If you read Solomon's
That's a
words, he's
imagination.
constantly
reminding you of that.
miserable
Yeah.
about the fact that
Right.
he missed the mark and he can't get it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like, it's like nobody ever reads this to people.
Yeah.
Nobody reads this passage about
Uh-huh.
where he said, in what's the one?
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes that we just read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where,
That's 7 verse 25.
right, where he said, more bitter than death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A woman. Yeah.
He had 1,000
Yeah.
bitter than death
Yeah.
wives.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
why would you want that?
Yeah.
Why would you even want one wife,
Yeah.
one woman
Yeah.
in your life that is bitter
Yeah. Than that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and you're gonna stand there craving
Yeah. Yeah.
this one small part of Solomon's life
Yeah.
that completely
Yeah.
destroyed
Yeah.
him
Uh-huh.
because it was bitter than death.
Yeah.
Because they don't have an understanding.
You had 1,000 times bitter than death, and you are standing here craving that and thinking that the reason why he was so famous
Yeah.
and so rich was because of this. That
Lifestyle.
wasn't it.
Yeah.
That's true. What Donnell said just now. He say, for them, all them women there, they compete for one man. These had to been foolish women. You know what I mean? There's women without wisdom.
Yeah. Let me tell you something too, like what you just said with Solomon. You say Solomon was a king without a crown. Remember the prophecy was that there'd be someone on your throne forever.
Mm.
And when Christ come, Christ say, behold, a wiser than Solomon is here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or greater than Solomon is here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Because this king is gonna have a virtuous wife. That's why he said his wife, his bride is gonna be ready. A ready bride. You know what I mean? So Solomon going through all of that
And still didn't get
for prophecy.
I tell you
You know what I mean? Couldn't find that crown.
Right.
The crown wasn't his.
Right.
And guess what?
And he realized that his understanding
His
was
life,
tell him
his life is a lesson to all of us,
Mm-hmm.
or the path what you should not take.
Hold on. So you mean we can't say she completes me?
Get that one again. Ecclesiastes 7.
We in 7, and that one was verse 26.
Yeah, read that 26 again.
All right. Ecclesiastes 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart.
So he found more better than death.
That was more bitter than death.
The woman,
Whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands.
on her hands as bonds. That's all on the verse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her,
You see?
but the sinner shall be taken by her.
You see? Now, a couple of things now. Here's the deal. You know, the Lord gave Solomon a wise and understanding heart.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Now, the deal is this. You know, Lord ain't giving you everything.
No.
But if he give you a wise heart, you trying to tell me now,
My Lord.
with a wise heart,
Uh-huh.
you can't make sense out of something?
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like let me show you an example. Get Ephesians. Get the Colossians. Colossians 3. Colossians 3. Colossians chapter 3. Right? And read Colossians 3.
You're in Colossians 3.
Let's get the 19th verse.
All right. Okay. Colossians 3, verse 19. Husbands, love your wives.
So with the wise and understanding heart, first of all, this what Solomon should have applied.
My Lord.
He should, regardless of whatever, regardless of who she is. Listen, bro, this your wife. What did he say?
Husbands, love your wives.
This is the first thing Solomon should have done. First thing he should have done. Love his wife. Go ahead.
And be not bitter against them.
You see? Because Solomon put himself in a position where, okay, if you don't love her, you will be bitter. In other words, she ain't gonna satisfy you.
No.
You ain't gonna be satisfied.
Right.
And that's Solomon's case. So he going up to 1,000, and he found what was more bitter than death, the woman. Simply because he didn't love.
None of the women.
You know how fast he's moving on.
You see? So yeah,
No, I want this.
because see, the thing is this: love does not require you to be loved for you to love.
Ah, boy. Uh-huh.
Love does not require you to be loved to love.
No. No.
You was given a heart, a wise and understanding heart. So he say, love
Your wives.
your wives. That's what he said.
Right.
You see, and be not bitter.
Bitter against them.
So in other words, you could make up all kind of excuses why, like, she don't complete you with this and everything. Like, that's better. He said, don't be bitter against them. Don't be bitter. So two things right there. Love your wife and don't be bitter. If you love her,
You're gonna be better.
you ain't gonna be bitter.
No, you ain't gonna be bitter.
And if you're not bitter, that's gonna be the woman who your soul cherish, and you can even help her to become play the role what she's supposed to play as well.
Right?
You understand?
That's right.
But see, the brother got all this wisdom, but he ain't satisfied.
Right?
He ain't satisfied because he chasing something, man.
Yeah.
No, the brother chasing.
He chased it, he can fight.
He's chasing imagination.
Vengeance.
You see, which is crazy.
No.
You see? So read that again.
Husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them.
Be not bitter against them. Get 1 Peter. 1 Peter 3. Got it?
1 Peter chapter 3.
And go right there from the 7th verse.
And verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge.
So the brother, he said to the husbands, you got to dwell with your wife according to what?
Knowledge.
How you feel?
Knowledge.
How she treats you.
Knowledge.
You see that? It has nothing to do with emotions.
Mm.
He said, dwell with them according to knowledge. What knowledge? What is the knowledge?
The knowledge
It's the laws.
is the laws. Yeah.
The laws of God say, husbands, love
Your wives.
your wives.
Mhm.
So he says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them.
According to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife.
See that? Giving what?
Honor unto the wife.
That's what he was supposed to have been doing. Giving honor unto the wife. But Solomon wasn't doing that.
Right?
Go ahead.
As unto the weaker vessel.
As unto the weaker vessel. In other words, although she could help herself, you do it. Go ahead.
And as being heirs together.
And as being heirs, remember now, heirs together, heirs.
yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah, that's-
remember now, a virtuous woman is a what? What is she talking about? What is she talking about? A crown.
a crown. A crown to his head.
You see?
Yeah.
So that's why it's saying heirs together.
Together.
Because remember, you's the king and she's the crown.
Right.
You's the king, she's the crown.
That's right.
You's the king.
She is the crown.
She is the
My
crown.
Lord. My Lord.
Heirs together. That's what
Uh-huh.
he's talking about. Heirs together.
Right?
My wife is going to be talking about something this morning.
Heirs together.
Oh, man.
You see? Heirs together.
Mm.
You see that? So you got this man who got this wise and understanding heart, can apply the wise and understanding to the situation.
Wow.
He applied to not one woman.
One woman. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Why you just get you there?
Cut and release.
So maybe he didn't please the Lord
As he,
and he did not escape.
that's right.
Because Solomon didn't escape.
no, he didn't escape.
You see?
didn't
So
escape.
read that.
Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered.
You see that? That your
My
prayers be not hindered. You know, Solomon had a prayer in 1 Kings chapter 8. And the Lord visited him in chapter 9.
Yeah.
Right? Tell him, he said, Solomon, I've heard your prayers. Right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
I've heard your prayers.
And he said, I heard your prayers.
Uh-huh.
And he said, listen. And he told him, he said, well, listen, make sure you and no one in your household go contrary
Right.
to my laws.
Right.
Right? And this place, I can keep my name there.
Right there.
And so forth, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, but if
Was
not,
his prayers hindered?
his prayers was hindered.
Man, read that again. Read that again. See Solomon miss it. Just see.
Likewise,
Go ahead.
ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge,
Uh-huh.
giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered.
That your prayers be not. Yeah. Listen.
That's good.
These things tie right in.
Oh, this is one net. This
You
is
understand?
One network.
So it's a reason for everything. It's a reason why he's saying to the man, he's saying, love your wife
Right.
and don't be bitter.
Right.
Right? It's
My
a reason why
Lord.
there's a reason why he's saying these things. Love your wife, don't be bitter, right? And dwell with them according to the knowledge, giving honor to the wife as unto the weaker vessel, being heirs together
Of the grace of life,
of the grace of light.
that your prayers be not hindered.
Only so that your prayers
Be not hindered.
be not hindered.
End result.
But see, you gonna look at it from what the people can say perspective.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna look at it from all kind of different perspectives, but you ain't gonna look at it from the prayer
Yeah.
perspective.
That your prayer be not hindered.
That your prayer be not hindered. So if a brother don't want his prayers to be hindered, all that he gotta take into consideration.
That's right. Yes. Brian, I was trying to remember the scripture we read earlier. Like how to take, like when we talk about the prayer, the Solomon's prayer being hindered, and where it says this cannot be found among the living. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All of this.
yeah.
So your prayers.
That's
be not
Job,
hindered.
Job 28.
Yeah. Because your prayers is not You ain't talking to some. You ain't talking amongst the living.
Right.
In your press.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, this wisdom.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, you see? So that's how that go.
My Lord.
Okay? That's how that go. Let's get one more. Let's get Proverb 5. Proverb chapter 5.
I don't want to get into the kingdom, Solomon, and come looking for you. Brother Mike, you pulled my phone like that.
Say, bro, I ain't gonna lie.
Bro.
Bro, as I sit down and I do the investigation,
Yeah, we see what's going on with
bro,
you.
you going simple as hell.
Yeah. You went just simple.
The Lord telling you. He told you, listen, I made you greater than all these other kings and so forth.
Yeah.
I give you a wise and understanding heart.
Bruh. But it's a fair warning to take into consideration, because we all, being a part of ministries in the past that had wise and understanding people. But in the same respect, but if you don't keep His word, that is His wisdom. His laws is His wisdom.
Right.
You know what I mean? You would miss the mark. Bro.
Right. So Proverbs chapter 5, read it from 18.
Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 18. Let thy fountain be blessed.
He say, let thy fountain be blessed.
And rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
You see that? So this is what he's saying to the husband, to the wise, right? To the wise husband and the man of understanding. He's saying, right? Let thy fountain be blessed and rejoice. With who?
The wife of thy youth.
Go ahead.
Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant robes.
Right. So this is why Solomon writing these things. Because see, he couldn't do it. Because he didn't do it. So but he had enough wisdom in him
Right.
to actually spew it out. Go ahead.
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
In other words, you don't need 1,000 women for satisfaction.
That's right. That's right.
At how much times?
At all times.
Mm-hmm.
And be thou ravished always with her love.
You see, be thou ravished always with her love. Go ahead.
And why?
And what?
And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with the strange woman and embrace the bosom of a stranger?
Right. So, in other words, this is what happened. This was Solomon's downfall.
Right.
You see that? Go ahead.
For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord.
You see the ways of who?
Man are before the eyes of the Lord.
Right, because man's ways, he going according to his own inventions. God had made man upright, but man has sought out many inventions. So his ways are before who?
The eyes of the Lord.
Go ahead.
And he pondereth all his goings.
Right, and the Lord know exactly what you into.
My Lord.
He know exactly, in other words, he know why you going in the shop and buy the outfit. You say you going in there because you say,
This all he had?
I like orange and blue. Or whatever. Just saying whatever.
Yeah.
Or why you buy them sneakers. You understand that? He know. You know, you ain't buy them because you saw a good deal on them only or something like that.
No.
You probably bought them simply because you wanted to impress another pair of anyhow.
Yeah, another pair.
Right, another pair. Because in the verse
19.
Read 18 again. No, 19.
19. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe.
Go ahead.
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love.
Right. So in other words, don't buy a pair of sneakers and an outfit or a car or whatever or a whatever.
Yeah,
Because you trying to impress another pair.
another pair. You know? Those two rows.
A better pair.
A bitter pear. Not a better, a bitter. A bitter pear.
It's not a better pair.
A bitter.
It's a bitter pair.
You trying to impress the bitter pear.
A bitter pair. Huh? How you end up like Solomon?
Right, like just like Solomon.
You see? So boom.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone have any question? That's good?
That's nice.
Be good? All right then.
All right. Blessing.
So with that we say shalom.
Shalom. Peace to you.
Yeah.